You've done well getting here alive.
Are you a sentry here?
Yes. My name is Thorgal. Just stay clear of the World Heart while you're here, then we'll get along fine. There won't be any shit, okay?
Anything happening around here that I should know about?
I don't know. We don't have the manpower to patrol outside the palisade. It's pretty dangerous out there. You'll need to keep an eye open.
What are you doing here?
Take a wild guess. The large plant should give you a clue. We've spent a lot of blood protecting the lives of the present to build.
Your post seemed...
Ragnar sent the men we could spare. I sent some of them with one of our cultivators to a farm near. We thought they would be able to drum up some supplies for us, but instead they've disappeared. It can't. It's bad enough that the group is missing, but Rock, our cultivator, is gone too. I really need Rock to help me look after the World Heart.
I can look for this missing cultivator.
You would? But be careful. There has to be a reason why he hasn't returned yet. The farm Rock went to is below the Dome City. You should look for him there.
Ascor is dead.
Dead? What the hell happened?
He was murdered.
Damn. I knew it.
Can you think of anyone who might have done it?
Me? No. Well, not specifically. He's ambitious. Last I heard, he was due to be tested by Ragnar along with some other candidate. Passing that test was all he ever...
So, what do you think got him murdered? You knew Ascor well?
Yeah, I asked if he could come out here on this assignment. But he stayed back in Goliath so he could take the warrior test.
When did you last see Ascor?
Just over 3 months ago. Not long before I came out here.
How long have you been away from Goliath?
Just over 3 months. Since then, I've been here, trying to survive in the beautiful island. Trying to manage an outpost with too few people and too few supplies.
And you have witnesses to your work?
Yeah. More if we can find them. This camp by the World Heart is where I've been, and this is where I'll stay until the warlords order me back.
You must be good with a sword to have got...
Not good enough to hit someone in Edan from here, if that's what...
It's obvious you didn't do it.
Yeah, well...
I think Ragnar must just have wanted you eliminated from suspicion.
He said to question me?
Yes, Duras told me.
Duras? Well, he's a man who stands by his duty.
I'm working on...
Look into whoever might have been a rival for Ascor. That's my advice. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes...
Commander Jax. I was wondering if I would see you again. You stopped taking ELEX. You look different.
Have we met before?
Not personally, but every Alb knows of your achievements. Everyone heard of your crash. We were told you had been executed, but recently I heard rumors of someone who sounded like you. I began to suspect you were still alive.
Why aren't you with your unit?
It seems like we've shared similar fates. I've been cut loose from Zekor. I can't go back. I have to find a new way to fulfill my destiny.
Are you with the Separatists?
Psh, those idiots don't even know what they want. They are weak, overcome by emotion. They've abandoned the hybrid because of primitive fear, and with weak, stupid, emotional. While I have had to leave Zekor, I believe in the hybrid. It is through his insight that we will survive.
So why aren't you still a loyal soldier of Zekor?
So why aren't you still a loyal commander of Zekor?
I failed an important mission for the hybrid, so they attempted to execute me as the drone. I was fortunate. I fell from a cliff and they presumed I was dead. I've been trying to recover my strength and get in.
Then your executioner also failed. They will have to execute him when they discover that.
There. That's my story. So now it's your... So tell me why.
I believe there are ways to make Albs stronger. That there are ways we can share minds to strengthen.
The collective mind is part of the hybrid's strength.
Yes, but I did my own research into shared minds. I experienced what it is to be an Alb, but my efforts weren't appreciated. They rejected me.
They wouldn't exile you for...
Yes. Look, you're an exile, I'm an exile. Here we stand, the two of us, both superior to the Albs that serve the hybrid. You and I.
So what is your plan?
The only thing that matters right now is taking the heads of the... Once I have them, I want them... And...
You want their heads?
Killing one set of Albs isn't enough. I need to know what they're thinking. If I get their heads, I can read... I will know how they are planning to capture me. And what their plan... Help me. And I... Provided...
You really think you can...
If you bring me their head, find my pursuers and...
There's no way.
You sound like the... Are you still under the hybrid's control? The two of us are in the same position.
You fight for my cause, and I will bring...
Good. Then soon I can fill myself with... And we will know that... You should tell me where to meet if we become separate.
I have a camp in some ruins west of Goliad.
Very well. Follow me, if I'm...
Tell me about the app.
They've sent three. I'll send. And. Watch out! Now you shall pay.
Hey you, what's new from the south?
You mean Idan?
No, I'm talking about the real south, the deserts of Tavar.
Why are you interested in Tavar?
I'm sick of the shit here. Berserkers, clerics, fuck them all. It's all laws, commandments, rules, it's bullshit. All fuck rules, fuck laws. The outlaws in the desert are the only truth.
You want to be an outlaw?
Yeah, absolutely. I've done nothing but work, follow orders, dig shit, and for what? To have people try and kill me for things I want to see the world. Instead, I'm stuck.
Then why don't you go to Tavar?
I don't have the stores I need to get there, or the shard, but I know I could earn what I need. If I could just get the supplies I need to...
The Berserker...
Ascor? How did that happen?
Did you know Ascor?
Yeah, he was an arrogant asshole. It's his sort that make me want to say this. Fuck.
Were you close to Goliath?
No, I was out in the forest gathering supplies before I traveled out to... I've not been close to Goliath. Once I had the supplies, Wait, you don't...
You don't seem happy as a cultivator. Did you ever think of...
Man, I would have to be able to read first. You can't exactly climb the career ladder. Ascor could. That guy wanted to do everything to get promoted. He hated anyone else who could read, especially if they weren't born in Goliath.
Do you have proof of where you were 3 months ago?
I don't know. I don't keep a diary. Depends on... Sometimes I was digging shit alone. Sometimes finding supplies alone. Sometimes marching around and building stuff where they told me to. I just did whatever they said. I didn't...
What weapon do you use?
A sword. I hate it. That's another reason I want to join the Outlaws. I've got myself a gun, but I want some real weapons.
I don't think you killed Ascor.
Shit, what? You... No way, I wouldn't have risked that. Even though...
As you said. Thorgal wants you to return to the World Heart.
I bet he does, but he can go fuck him. He can go and round up a few ass-kissing, law-abiding fellows from Gold. I don't want anything to do with it, Dan.
What happened to the escort that was taking you to the World Heart?
Let me give you a clue. A lot of I was only just able to get away. Those warriors are now rotting somewhere out there, or deep in the bellies of the beast. Their sacrifice saved my life, but it just goes to show, Goliath orders people to do stupid things and...
About?
Yeah?
Do you want me to tell Thor?
No. You'll figure that better for me that they don't know my plans until after.
will get you.
Thank you. The what? As for the weapon, there are some outlaws there that have taken the... They're bound to have a weapon that...
About the... How much...
8, but...
How much...
That...
Can I...
No, no. So, can you get me something from that farm?
If you want me...
You can have every shard I've saved if it'll get me the supply. I hope we...
About the...
Yeah?
Tell me more about your time.
Yes. It'll... Excellent.
How do you think we're doing?
You have... some... ready. Wait.
Hello, I
Then show me what...
only...
Such shield technology is wasted in a vessel. All that to hide refugees and rejects. That technology was invented by Albs, and it should have remained with the Albs.
This teleporter is active. It appears to be connected to another near the Hort in Ignadon.
We should cleanse the land of these ruins. The past is only a distraction. I don't even want to know.
Stop being an asshole.
Welcome to the camp where the poor souls barred from the city stand and wait for the Alps to kill them.
What do you want?
We don't want anything. We want to be in there. As the law says we can. As the law says we Those clerics are supposed to uphold the law, yet here...
They must be planning something. No one would just sit here and wait without some sort...
Well, we have expectations that our wish will be granted.
I want to get into...
Have you tried to get in yet?
No.
Well, seeing as you're not an outlaw, it's worth... If he refuses to let you in, then come back and speak to me.
Is she really so gullible?
not a step further. No one is allowed into the city without an entry permit.
If you want in, let's kill him and go in. If not,
Where can I get in?
You can't. We're full. We're short of supplies. So the full allocation of entry IDs has been given out, and we have instructions not to let those outlaws have us stretched in. I'm not saying you're work, but until law and order is reestablished, we can't. You'll have to wait till all this is over. Say, there's a bunch of others who can't get in who've taken up residence in some houses near.
Have there been any attack?
With Zakor on our northern border, they're always help troops, but they don't seem to be attacking us here.
But have you heard anything about...
Yeah. Alexander Calyx was reported to have headed north.
Elexeter Calyx. So he's been...
A few days ago. What's with the interest? You go chasing him, you'll just find trouble.
I'm asking so I can...
Don't treat me like a rookie. You sound... So let me give you a warning. That approach...
I don't know the guy. Suppose I never will now.
I don't have the shard, so that's not gonna happen.
Are there any...
Out here.
Don't...
If this... What is it?
Just show me.
All right.
I want to...
Have you tried?
Yes.
And?
I wouldn't be...
Okay. I can offer you a way to get into the city, but it's risky because...
Why won't I be...
All right. I just hope things don't go the same way they did. The clerics have shut the city up tight. They won't let... Not in.
Why would the cleric...
They're stopping them meeting up with us. That's what I... Anyway, we're off the point. And I can give you a counterfeit ID that... But, once you're inside there, I need you to go and take an ID. That way he can come back. Like I say, I can get you in. But I also need you to help me out. You good with that? Does that sound like a...
Deal. Give...
Good. Right. That's the plan. Long term. You see, Wick has all the blank ID. So before I can get you an ID...
Where is Wick?
Well, that there is a good question. You see, he's been gone for a while. He'd gone over to the ruins to see if there was anything worth scavenging there. You should look for him over to the northwest if you're in a hurry to get... Just look through all the houses.
I'm looking to...
Sure.
Here. I'll take it.
Shards to me, and to you.
What am I supposed to do with this?
You open the crate in the shack over there with it. I don't lug on. Go on. Go.
Goods are the whole heart of trade. What's the world without trade? The fight is the only thing that matters. That makes it real.
Needs a key.
Is she really so gullible?
Stop being an asshole.
Are you completely sure? I mean, yeah.
Those
what
creatures
the fuck?
need dealing with.
There are reasons for us to come together.
Nah. A few shards and all this will be easier.
So annoying. So annoying.
Someone needs to go out there and kill every last raptor.
I can't say that any more clearly.
Tell me more about...
In the evening, I mostly experimented with new preparation methods.
You mean you ate ELEX?
Yes, but a concentration. It opened the hybrid's mind. Why not?
Open your mind to what?
Who knows? The hybrid says he can see the future. Maybe I could too. Whatever. Excellent.
No, I'm not good enough for that.
say people worship these towers as gods in the old world. Now it is time for the inferior to worship us.
We got it working. Not the way we wanted, but if we start it, we have a chance to survive down here. We've got an hour until impact. I won't have time to get back to base. I won't be able to get back to the dam. Please, please, just let the thing work this time.
What? Don't tell me you came here to admire the view.
I don't know the guy. Suppose I never will now.
Wick is dead, but I found the ID cards on his body.
Dead? Shit. I told him whatever was there wasn't worth the risk. But Wick would do anything if it would mean him getting 2 shards he could tap the... Ah, well, give me the blank ID card. I'll work it up for you now. So, done. 1 fake ID ready to go.
Give me the counterfeit ID.
Okay, wait a second. Your image has to be added there first. So, done. Here's your ID. And this is the ID for Cooper. Take it to him. But make sure the clerics don't see it, see him, or see you handing this over. And do it as soon as you get in there. He's been at risk too long as it is. We don't need him being held, or worse, turned into a vegetable by the suggesters.
So annoying. So annoying.
Halt! Not a step further. No one is allowed into the city.
I have an entry ID. Let me through.
Really? I thought I knew all the ones that had been issued. And you were here asking about getting out. So tell me where you got...
It's mine. I was issued one after all. Must have misplaced it.
All right. I'll believe you this one. I've got to be wary. That desert gang of outlaws. Oh, and there are some rules. First, stay away from the generators. Nobody but the technicians is allowed. That sort of security is why we need to keep an eye on IDs. So if you meet and Eric will take care of them. We can only keep peace in the city if we all work together. That's what was laid down by the Great Council of Magaland. And the Great Council gave the clerics the responsibility for guaranteeing the city's independence. So keep the peace while you're in there. Our suggestion, and that's it.
You mentioned the count.
The Great Council, yes. You'll have to speak. I'm not that well informed.
What's happening in the city?
Nothing right now, but there was something building even before we let those Alps. But hey, we're supposed to be a sanctuary.
How many separatists?
Too many. Once an Alb, always. They still hit ELEX. It's just a matter of time before... I don't know what they want in the city. I'd heard a bunch of them had set up a base in the west of Abed. We weren't so busy here, we'd have tracked them down and cleared them. Last thing we need is Zakor thinking we're harboring rebels.
I heard you hold people.
Of course. Need a valid ID to win. It's important we keep the right balance and that we can hold people up. We've worked hard to keep things running here. We can't start letting people flood in, or the troublemakers will take over. Anyone? You might be sneaking, but I can see you.
You lousy thief! Fucking bastard!
Hey, you. You don't have any broken energy weapons, chainswords, or anything like that? That sort of thing is my business. So if you find any, I'll give you good price.
Did you flee here from the desert?
Flee? No. But to live in Tavar, you need sharp. And despite my talents, I wasn't one of the Duke's favorites, and that made...
You think it's better here?
Yes, for sure. For me, at least. And those berserkers are the worst for... One of those assholes killed my friend. Now that bastard is focused on me and nobody's helping me. Even though they know it'll be their turn next, and keeping their head down won't save them.
Who is this berserker?
Brabak. A bull of a man and bone breaking.
About Where can I find?
He's usually near. Just follow your nose. If it smells like piss,
Leave Brabak.
you'll deal with him? That would be... If you think you can scare him off so he leaves me alone, even if I do, I think ramming a knife into his guts would be... I would have tried that myself. But if I'd failed... But...
Yeah, I definitely need a few more shards.
Trolls, mantises, raptors. It's crazy to travel out there.
So, you come here from Goliath?
Goliath? No.
What's happening in the city?
Well, the Dome City is a refuge for all. Outlaws, berserker. Being away from home, you'd think they'd care less about. That makes keeping order. The outlaws are the worst.
You don't seem to...
All people are welcome here. But that means there's a half dozen outlaws hanging around. They just want to get in to cause trouble. I mean, we got everyone settled down and living together, and those outlaws?
You want the outlaws?
Whoa, whoa, that's... I just want them to...
About the out...
You mean the threat on our doorstep? The canker in our midst?
If the price is right.
Are you sure you can handle... Well, if you're willing to try, then I would be grateful if they vanished. I will have your reward ready when you come back. But you need to prove you did it by bringing me their heads.
You want their head?
By Kalan, what? No. 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 No, I didn't. And don't trade with them, or you can forget your reward. And no heads.
Where are...
They've gathered east of here at an old farm. You can't miss...
Yes.
Are you here to seek shelter or to cause problems? This area is a sanctuary for refugees. There's nothing here for reavers, recruiters, or troublemakers.
What's wrong with you? Have I done something to piss you off?
Call it experience, but those in need and those willing to help don't normally question my motives.
You're a berserker. Is Adan trying to conquer Abessa?
I don't answer to Adan. And these people belong to no faction. They belong only to themselves. I stand as their protector against anyone who would force them to... My only connection to Adan is my magic. I wish it was more, but...
Have you been exiled from...
Exiled? There are those in Adan who want to use my ever since my power started to grow. They changed me. Their mana changed me, and that change just won't stop. I'm becoming stronger and stronger.
Are you always so edgy?
You know you wouldn't need to diffuse things if you didn't get people wound up in the first place. Damn, this is like being back in...
What brought you...
This is a place away from the war. If the people here wanted to join a faction, they would have. But some people aren't...
So there's no fact.
Well, the clerics keep order, but it's not like the Hort where entry means you have to join them.
If that's true...
I do, I have. But sometimes it overwhelms me. That's why I fight alone. If I lose control of a spell, there's a chance The warlords wanted to test me. Now I need to find a solution myself.
I could use someone like you.
Use? There's a word I've heard too much. Well, count me out.
I could help you.
What do you know of what I need? What do you know of how to help me? ELEX marks people. Mana, chems, exposure from food you have its mark on you. You're different somehow.
I took ELEX in the past. Is that what you're seeing? Or is there something else?
Took it? You were fed it. You were an Alb soldier. Well, it seems we have something in common. We've both been fed ELEX in one form or another, and neither of us know what that means we are now.
What do you think? My offer still stands.
And what exactly is it?
I am going to end this war by taking the fight to the... And I'm trying to put together a group skilled enough to win that fight.
And you think I'll take part in that?
In return, I will help your quest to find the ELEX you're searching for. Then you can improve your magical abilities. You said yourself, the longer you are here, the more you fear your powers will overwhelm you. The longer you stay here, the more danger you put these people in.
Even if that's true, why should...
I was an Alb. I know ELEX and I know magic. I know the nightmares and the problems of trying to control power that really... And I know what it's like when all that is taken from you.
And it's not like I have other options. Not in the long term. I'll wait by the main gate, and we'll see if your actions can match. You should stock up here before...
I will meet you by the...
Just don't keep me waiting.
That will do little for us.
Someone's gotta sort this shit out before we drown in it.
Why are you torturing yourself over that?
I saw you.
You saw me what?
I saw how you came through into the dome. Who are you? Why were you allowed?
That's none of your business.
Then it sounds like you got in here illegally. As much as the clerics claim they control the gates, they really don't seem to be able to stop people getting in.
Who are you?
Caleb. I lead the Berserkers who've chosen to settle here in Abessa.
You are separate from the Berserkers in Edan?
Well, none of us are allowed to return to Edan now. Or we just end up being sent. As to why they came here, well, the first settlers were sent to Abessa to plant a world heart to expand, but they were cut off from Edan by the Alps, left on their own to survive. And after a while, they decided to keep it that way. The warlords in Goliath weren't happy. But they're stretched too thin, and since they settled here, others have joined us. Some are escaped.
What do you have?
They are coming here, to our city. The only city with a real chance. If it was up to me, then we would make sure. They might say we have the same goal, but I don't believe a word of what they say. Who says they aren't spies sent here to deactivate? They can't be trusted.
You want to have all...
Yeah. And you know what? I'll recruit anyone who'll help get this done. We have an eyewitness who claims to have seen the Separatists exchanging information with the traitorous bastard.
Who is this eyewitness?
The Berserker Jorg saw Fenk meet with an Alb in front of the city. Sadly, Jorg is the only one who... And now he started saying he isn't sure he really saw Fenk meet in it. So I have to jog Jorg's memory, or make sure he stops denying what he said. There has to be a...
You don't think that...
No, never. You can't trust these Separatists. I'm telling you, this is...
I can make sure.
You can? Do you think you can make Jorg stick to it? It's for the good of... So go to Jorg. Either help jog his memory a bit. It can never be said again.
If you're here for the food rations, then I'll tell you what I told the other 100 people. Someone must have been making a joke. So you can just turn around and leave.
What are you talking about?
The free rations. But you're not here for that, are you? Then I'm sorry. It's just... I'm just so sick of it. The belligerent... Everything was simpler when I was a cultivator in Goliath. We had laws and everyone obeyed. Why can't people just all work?
If you feel that...
No. Those days are gone. I left willingly, but when it became clear that the seedling wouldn't grow, Caleb decided, But now, no. We went against orders from Goliath. If I go back...
Caleb's...
What does he want now? I testified about what I saw, just like he wanted me to. This whole thing between Caleb and Fink... I shouldn't have said anything, okay? But what's done is done, and that's that.
Tell me your version of this.
My version? I'm stuck. I told Caleb in confidence that I saw Fenk meet an Alb out. Could have been a separatist, but I wasn't sure. I didn't see any more than that, but Caleb decided to tell. He convinced me that the Alb Fenk met must have been from Zay. But I have no real idea who he was. Or what.
About this situation.
Do you have any idea what I should do?
I want to speak with Fenk.
Right, okay, but be careful when you speak with him. What if Fenk actually did meet with...
You should keep.
I wish I was as certain as you. I'm really not sure who I saw Fink meeting. But the chances of an alb from Zakor coming so close to the domed city is... No, I don't really believe that it was an alb.
Think about Caleb. Remember what he will do to you if you talk.
Caleb can do what he wants. His decision has made me an exile from Goliath. And no, I've had enough of his orders. I will go to the clerics and do the right thing.
You shouldn't do that.
I don't care what you think I should or I have let people push me around long enough. It is time that I did what I think is right. You've helped me decide. Thank you. I will go to the clerics and do the right thing.
Hey, you.
Let me guess. I'm not allowed into the upper quarter?
What? No, everyone's allowed to move about free. You got here recently, right? I just want to know what things are like outside the dome. What's going on up there? Are the Alps attacking?
There are raids, but there have been no major assaults recently.
I'm sure that's just the calm before the storm. I just hope the dome holds. So they pass us by like a river around a... Kalan gave us the knowledge, and now look what we've achieved. A safe harbor for all people. The clerics and Ignodons say we've strayed. I say we've found the true path.
You built the dome?
I designed the plans for it. My name is Eric, by the way. Chief engineer here in the dome. I'm in charge of all the generators and technicians who...
I have a forged ID for you.
Are you trying to get me angry? Let me guess. Gregor, the dome guard, sent you. Alois is the city's supervisor. You should report such matters to him.
I will take the...
Ah, no, it's all right. It's all right. Just give it here. Shit, I'm sorry I bit... I've got enough to deal with without getting bogged down in the petty stuff. But Gregor keeps sending me every task. If there's trouble with the generator, I have enough to deal with without counterfeit passes or toilet. Still, that's not your... Please, take your reward for honorable service to... I'll check to see who this ID was customized for. Then a...
Am I crazy, or is that...
Who else are you telling that?
There's a challenge, and that challenge must be...
Never gonna win fighting that way.
Ah, then why are we still working with that?
Let's trade.
Okay.
Let's trade.
Okay.
Forget it, Braubeck.
Hey, come over here. Let's get a drink together.
What are we celebrating?
Victory over the Alps! Or do you have another reason to celebrate? Because any reason works for me.
Victory over the Alps?
Well, imminent victory. Got to be, hasn't it? Or don't you have any confidence in us? Don't say the wrong thing now. You got to believe if you want to succeed.
Sure, whatever you say.
Drink up. Here, my friend. And now, tell me about... Or have you just been sitting on your ass, letting...
I've done more fighting than a barfly.
Ha! You have... Here. You've earned something.
Why aren't you in Edan with the other berserkers?
Fuck the berserkers. I don't have anything more in common. They would have exiled me to the valley sooner or later. So I beat them to the punch. Fuck them, and you can have it much easier here.
Your reputation precedes you.
Let's just say, that crap-stained skin flap of a man was shooting his mouth off about me. And it's about time someone pays him a visit. That lying shit is telling people I killed a family out in the Badlands. I killed 5 families out in the parading around out there. Hardly a weapon between them. Like they those dipshits got. And now Riley spread it all around the dome. He's even... But if someone else would have shut him up, take care of him.
You need to learn...
What? You think I'm a child? So piss off, or I'll give you your head on a plate.
You can try.
I'm gonna give your whore of a mother a reason to cry.
You still have your skill, Jax.
Is the fight over? Put that weapon away. Glad you got it. All right. You've made your point, so leave me alone.
You had better leave people alone from now on.
I got it.
From now on...
And if I don't?
Then you'd better find a bodyguard before...
All right, fuck it.
Smart decision.
I swear those creatures are getting more dangerous.
About Brabak. You needn't worry about Brabak.
Leave me alone? He won't do that while he still draws breath. Oh,
Don't worry. I made...
well, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Here, this is for you.
You. It was you, wasn't it? It'll be your damned fault if we all die here. Why don't you just go fuck yourself?
You're not that good at sneaking, are you? You have been told.
You're not very good at sneaking.
There's nothing for you here, so why don't you just leave?
I wonder if he was serious about that.
It seems like you're tolerated here in the city.
That is exactly what we are. Tolerated. You should leave here. I'm sure that the Albs would take you back if you gave them information.
No, I'm never going back. Not. This city offered me protection. This city is a place of freedom. But all the outlaws claim they are being. The clerics say they are neutral, but they aren't. The berserkers, they don't seem to know what they're doing. We are trying to discover who we are. I think people see that we are all here.
You may remain in the city.
You managed to get Jorg to admit his lie to the clerics? That is good. It seems we can trust in the clerics' justice after all. Your service should be rewarded. That is half of my daily ration. I hope it is enough to show thanks.
Yeah, things were rough there too.
Let's trade.
Okay.
Let's trade.
Okay.
Cooper, outlaw. You fled here from Tavar, is that you?
Yeah? What do you want?
You know what this is.
Fuck.
You're lucky you're getting a chance. You will leave the city. Be grateful you're being allowed to live. You will go to your camp and be happy to stay there.
I must leave. I will be grateful. I will be happy to stay in my camp.
What kept you?
I'm here now.
So you are. And are you planning on telling me where you've set up camp or what comes next? Or do I have to wait for...
Okay.
You've done a lot, but you still have got a lot of... Or we...
And we're not going to get where we need to without a jetpack.
Don't worry, I know how to use one of those. Now can we talk about my...
You said you wanted to study...
I can feel the presence of ELEX.
Like the converter?
You don't need any special powers to feel the ELEX there. No, I'm talking about unrefined ELEX. When it's raw, I want to explore Magalan and look for some large deposits of...
Deposits? I thought ELEX arrived with the comet.
You're right. Part of its power is that it isn't from here. I want to discover how it is spread across Magalan. But when it is processed by the Albs, the ELEX changes. It becomes the transmuted form that the Berserkers get from their... that keeps some of its power, but it's the ELEX that came with the comet that I want to learn more about. To understand those secrets...
How do you want to find the...
When the comet impact spread ELEX across Magalan, it found its way into the seas, the rock, but it is collected and concentrated. I have felt the vibrations, the presence of these...
Come with me.
You have enough companions already. Let me know when you have space for...
Get something to drink first.
Hey, what did you do to Cooper? He's completely fucked up. Just rambling about how happy he is.
I didn't do...
Shit. He's had his mind total... And those clerics call up.
Not like that.
I don't have the shard, so that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, you just can't find those these days.
I'm happy. I like living here. The cleric's law will be obeyed. Something... But it's all right. I'm just...
What happened to you?
Nothing happened. Nothing. Everything... I'm perfect. I never want...
The people from the old world obviously didn't value efficiency. Just look at this wreck.
There are reasons for us to come together.
I know who you're talking about.
I've got a message for you from Gustav, the guard on the gate.
What does that tool want? I can't imagine he's opening the gate.
He wants you all dead.
And he sent you to tell me that. I always said that piss streak was a coward. We're going nowhere. You tell him that.
What do I get for running your errand?
There's someone who understands profit. You'd make a good outlaw. If Gustav has decided he wants us dead, then he's too much of a danger. He's not gonna leave us alone until he's dead himself. It seems you can get close to him. So I want you to persuade him to come out here. Say you need help or something. I want to see that ass. Bring him here, and you can have the shards he promised you. Plus a sweetener on top from me for your help. How's that?
Any ideas for how to get Gustav to come here?
He won't come and fight us on his own. But if he thinks you're fighting his allies, maybe that will get him to come with you.
You have a deal. I'll bring him here.
It might even give us a way in if he's not on the gate anymore. Maybe. Either way, bring Gustav to us and we'll...
Okay.
People are afraid of that.
What you were doing?
You escaped in a crate?
About the outlaws in the farm.
You mean the threat on our doorstep? The cank?
There are too many.
Very well, but I'll only pay half. Just wait a moment. I have to find a replacement. It can't go unguarded, after all. Yes. Let's go and take care.
I need the shards. It's as simple as that.
Goods are the whole
Spitball of
heart
the
of
day.
trade. And what's the world without trade?
Spitball of a day, ain't it? Well, it's on now, asshole.
Gustav is dead.
And you deserve the profit from that. Check his corpse for the reward he offered you. And here's a sweetener for getting the job done. You backed the right side.
So
Excellent
annoying.
work.
So annoying.
This place smells of death.
Now you shall pay.
the supplies you need. Here's a grenade launcher from the farm. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, that is anyone making trouble?
About the work.
Yeah?
Return.
Now, hold on a minute. Who went and made you Thorgel's?
Just get yourself back there. Or are you going?
Hey, calm down. Look, if you want me to go back, then at least give me a few shards so I can buy some things to make.
Here.
Thanks. At least You're right. You're right.
Excellent.
How do you think we're doing?
Out the tap. Something.
Rock will return to work for you again.
Good. Great. I will. Thank you.
Someone has to do something. Do it.
About Ascor's murder. I don't think Baron did it. Ascor was his friend. Baron just wants to be left alone. I don't see why he'd murder anyone.
All right. Even though he knew Ascor better than most, yeah, you're right. Frankly, I only think Ragnar wanted Baron questioned in case he had seen anything. Let's take him off the list for now.
Thorgal wasn't anywhere near Goliad at the time of the murder, and he has witnesses to prove it.
Yeah, he's also too skilled a fighter to have left Ascor such a...
Garen just wants to hunt. He didn't like Ascor, but I don't think he killed him. Besides, if he had killed Ascor, he'd have used his book.
Yeah, all Garen wants is to hunt.
It's not conclusive, but I don't think it was him.
I agree. I don't think it was him.
Eardor didn't have time to commit a murder. He's tending to the world hard and looking after supplies. Besides, he's just too weak to have killed Ascor in the way you described.
Yes, I agree.
Rock wasn't anywhere near Goliad when the murder was committed. He didn't like Ascor, but I don't think he could have done it. I'd say he didn't kill it.
I didn't think he would have the opportunity, but Ragnar insisted I look into him.
You recently became a warrior, didn't you?
Yes, but trust me, I'm happier with my job collecting waifs and strays than becoming a paladin and going out to the front lines. I think I'm making more of a difference doing what I'm doing. Ask.
You were right. The investigation was a waste of time. All of his suspects are innocent.
It's Ragnar we'll have to convince. He is certain.
Then who do you think?
I don't know.
Then tell Ragnar.
What about Baron? He didn't have a proper alibi, did he?
There was no one there to say he was at his post. And of all the suspects...
Then it must be him. The others all have alibis. Baron knew Ascor better than the others.
I thought you said Ragnar only included Baron.
Ragnar wants answers. He's insisting the murderer is found. Do you know where Baron is?
I found him in the forest, but he said he takes time off to go to...
Then we should go there and see what we find. You want me to come with you?
What do you think we'll find there?
Who knows? But we don't have any evidence so far, so it feels like we should check this clue out. At least so we can tell Ragnar that...
Why would Baron talk?
Since when have criminals been clever? And Baron's not that smart.
You're serious?
What other leads do we have? Look, let's just...
All right. I'll search... What is it I'm looking...
We won't know until we have a look around. Bring me in...
What do you mean?
Bring anything you find to me without disturbing it.
Then you know what...
No, I'm warning you. Do what I say.
Right.
Just trust me.
I could use your help.
Then you have it.
You think you can keep up with me? I mean...
I know. I have one that I haven't taken to the pit yet.
Can you use it, though?
Yeah, I'll deal with it.
Then Let's go. There's an abandoned camp in some ruins to the west of Gold.
You lead? The Berserkers have held the Alps back with bravery and magic. This fight will call upon those qualities.
Follow me.
Sure.
There's no one near me.
Do you think we make a...
Not bad here, is it? Look out! There must have been a lot of civilians living here once. Oh, keep it short, I'm tired.
Where did you...
The lift that leads to the...
You can go...
You think?
Do you think we...
What are you doing here? Get that thief!
Stay here.
Yep.
Follow me.
All right. Let's go.
Are you stupid?
The entrance to the Valley of the Damned. We'll have to be careful down there. There's a reason these people were sent into exile. Magalan is a truly amazing place.
I found something hidden in Baron's hiding place.
What'd you find?
Here. Do you think this could belong to Baron?
No, that was Ascor's. And now we find it at a place Baron confesses coming to
I solved your case for you, Duras.
You got to the truth. I'll take things from...
Is that everything?
The destruction of a seedling is a matter for a warlord.
Uh-huh.
I take this to Ragnar.
You want to know what I think about...
Very well.
Well, there's just not the proof. There's only one...
Me?
You were a rival to Ascor. Then you find out Baron goes to where the seedling was found, and suddenly...
You can't think I did it.
I do.
What are you talking about?
Tell me your alibi.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You spend your time outside, Goliath, and you spend all your time trying to persuade me not to investigate this. Then tell me. Tell me.
Ragnar will see me dead. I'm an outsider, and Ascor was born a berserker. He was known, and he was one of...
So you did kill him?
Kill him? Yes. Murder him? No. I found Ascor by the lift one day. He'd managed to kill the seedling he'd been given. He knew that would stop him becoming a paladin. He attacked me.
So why hide that? And why frame Baron?
Baron's been blackmailing me. He found me with Ascor's body. He knows I'm an outsider. Who would they believe? Who do you believe?
I can see why you did it.
Thank you. You don't know what a weight this has been. I owe the berserkers. Now I owe them more.
What is in?
property that belongs to the Berserkers. You now know who the murderer is.
Ragnar wants in. Time for you to step aside and let...
What do you mean?
I solved the murder.
Wait a moment.
I could tell Ragnar that murderer wasn't a berserker.
You could also tell him it was me.
You'll have to take...
You don't believe I can let you go to Ragnar after...
Then draw your weapon.
Then do it. But quickly.
No, right?
But what can be done that will work?
To investigate Ascor's murder.
Yes. Ascor was a trusted and well-liked member, so it was only right that his murder... Justice will be done. Ascor's murderer must face the pun...
I have some...
Anything you know would be helpful. What...
The murderer isn't anyone from Goliath.
How do you know this?
None of the suspects had a clear motive or opportunity. It makes sense that it was an outsider. There is a war on, after all.
So why was...
For the seedling. My guess, it was a... Ascor refused to hand over the seedling.
So Ascor died. I had started to hear grumblings about Ascor. But defending it, you stand for the law. So we have an answer. There would never be a good result to this tragedy. But... knowing that this foul murder was not committed by one of our brothers, I will consider this matter closed. My thanks. You did well to bring this in here. I am surprised you solved this before Duras.
You said something about...
Correct. You must have sensed it out there. That if we are going to survive and prosper, if we're to stand a chance, I need information about the... Any information would be useful. But if you could... So, be it the outlaws, a trip to the Dome City in Abessa, or word from the clerics in Ignodon, I need information.
That's a lot.
You know your way around the wastelands. Plus, you aren't one of us, so you can blend in better with the other. The journey will have dangers. So, what will it be? Will you impress me? And you will earn not just Elexit, but favor. We don't trust the secrets of our magic to just anyone.
I have brought you a...
Yes?
I went to the Dome City in Abessa.
Any information about...
The people in the Dome City seem to want to remain neutral, but they are waiting to be attacked by the...
I think they're short of supplies, and the war has displaced a lot of refugees into Abessa. And there's... Thank you for your...
Do you think the Berserkers can stop the Alp?
The Berserkers raised Idan from wasteland.
I heard you had taken heavy losses.
War takes its toll. The clerics, but the Berserkers' roots. And with magic, with self-belief and hard steel, Cormag, Angram, and myself will see...
Where can I find Angram?
Look for him in the Warriors' Quarter.
Where is the Warrior Quarter?
That would be near the Mana Shrine. If you wish to find something in gold...
Go play with your tech somewhere else. It's forbidden here.